Hola, hola, soy Michelle Robbins and welcome back to Cabo. Here we come. Today I'm going to answer the most frequently asked question. Why did we choose Los Cabos? Well, I have to take you back to 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic and quarantine when the only country we were able to travel to was Mexico. And frankly, without getting into too many details, I must say, we felt safer in Mexico than we did in some places in the United States. The health measures the Mexican government took to protect its citizens and tourists were simply top-notch. So, feeling safe, physically and health-wise, made Mexico a reliable option for us to escape to. Our visits began on the East Coast, in the Riviera Maya, specifically Playa del Carmen, and over time we visited the fabulous Rosewood Mayacoba, which is part of a community of resorts in the Riviera Maya, 3 to maybe 4 times a year because we were simply falling in love with the culture. The people and the tourists we met there were amazing. My husband and I were introduced to not only Mexican food, but authentic Mexican food. Not that Tex-Mex style we are used to here in the United States, but to real gourmet cuisine. And Mexican wines, which will be the topic for another episode because there is so much to say about them, and I will need a sommelier to introduce you to that virtual experience. But back to why Mexico. The people's hospitality, the food, the wines, everything felt like a dream come true. However, to answer the real question, why didn't we choose Cancun, even though we did look at properties there, and instead decided on Los Cabos? 2 words: the weather. Laugh all you want or roll your eyes, but the truth is very simple. We each had a reason that became a deal breaker for us. Let me explain. The Riviera Maya is humid. Think of tropical weather, right? My hair, like the hair of almost every woman I saw there, stayed in a ponytail the entire time I was in the Riviera Maya. If you have any type of hair other than fine, straight, kind of like can't do much with it hair, the humidity will definitely alter your look. For example, I would fix my hair, style it every day before going out to dinner. And within minutes of stepping outside, it would either frizz or just become completely out of control and unruly. During the day, I wore hats or baseball caps to try to protect it from the elements. And at night, it had to go up in a bun or ponytail. I just really couldn't enjoy myself. And as if having bad hair days every day wasn't enough, to make matters even worse, the bugs are as aggressive as a tick in a dog park. Mosquitoes, horseflies, sand fleas, they are relentless. If you have that type of blood researchers say that attracts insects, stay away from that part of the country. My husband's bites from the tábanos, which are smaller horseflies, were so swollen and itchy for so long, he couldn't sleep for weeks, even after we had gotten back to the United States. There was only one organic insect repellent that my nephew, who actually lives and works in Playa del Carmen as a musician, by the way, recommended. You should check them out. The band is Astrosonic. Anyhow, it was the only thing that worked, but it only worked for about half an hour after applying it. So, if you think these are trivial reasons for choosing one coast over another, you probably have never been bitten by a tábano. Now, back to the West Coast. When we first visited Los Cabos, I immediately noticed how, despite the heat, keep in mind the temperatures in Los Cabos average in the 70s in the winter months and 90s in the summertime, my hair, skin, and my body remained perfect. No sweat, no frizz, no itchiness. The reason? No humidity. Keep in mind that the climate in Los Cabos is desert-like, so it is dry. It's a dry climate with cooler evenings, making any time of day or night an enjoyable experience. And these, my dear friends, are the two main reasons why we started frequenting Cabo. The rest is yet to come. So, stay tuned for more from Cabo. Here we come. Until then, me despido de ustedes. Soy Michelle Robbins y esto es Cabo. Here we come. Hasta pronto.